Alright, in this video we are going to prove the triangle angle sum theorem. Now you probably already know the result of the triangle angle sum theorem. It says that the three angles in any triangle add up to 180 degrees. The cool thing is we don't have to assume this is true, we can actually prove it's true. And like a lot of other theorems, it's going to take a clever and important addition to see how this is going to work. So the additions we need to make are these two parallel lines, and we can also mark in these angles because they're going to be important. So basically our starting information is that L is parallel to M. We'll start there, and we're going to prove that the three angles in the triangle add up to 180. So you might see where this is starting to come in. Once we drew in these angles, we can see that 4 and 2 and 5 are going to add up to this straight line angle of 180 degrees. So measure of angle 4 plus measure of angle 2 plus measure of angle 5 is going to equal 180 degrees. And the postulate that lets us add up these angles is the angle addition postulate. A very apt name, I think. Angle addition postulate. But those aren't the exact three angles we want to add up to 180, but we're getting there. We want to bring in angles 1 and 3. So we can see that this angle 1 is an alternate interior angle with this angle 4. This is where the parallel lines come in, because if the lines are parallel, then the alternate interior angles are going to be congruent. So we can say that angle 1 is congruent to angle 4. We can also say that angle 3 is congruent to angle 5, because they are also alternate interior angles. Angle 3 is congruent to angle 5. So that is the alternate interior angles theorem. Alright, but that says the angles are congruent, which means that they're the same shape and size. We want to be able to substitute into our original equation that we wrote up here. So we're going to want to use the definition of congruence to say their measures are equal. So measure of angle 1 equals measure of angle 4, and measure of angle 3 equals measure of angle 5. And that's just the definition of congruence. Alright, all we have left to do is to take the measure of angle 1 and substitute it in to the measure of angle 4 up here, and the measure of angle 3 and substitute it in for the measure of angle 5 up here, and we will get the result we want. That measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2 plus measure of angle 3, the three angles inside the triangle, add up to 180 degrees. All we had to do to get there was to substitute in those angle measures. So there you have it. The three angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees, no matter what triangle you have. You probably knew it from before. Now we know it for sure.